Colorado state lawmakers wanted to ban concealed weapons on college campuses. Amanda Collins, a rape survivor, appeared before them saying she could have stopped her rape had she been armed. Colorado State Senator Evie Hudak challenged Amanda. Take a listen to that exchange.
I just want to say that actually statistics are not on your side, even if you had had a gun. Chances are that if you had had a gun, then he would have been able to get that from you and possibly use it against you. I mean, the Colorado Coalition Against Gun Violence says that for every one woman who used a handgun to kill someone in self-defense, 83 were murdered by them.
Go ahead.
Respectfully, Senator, you weren't there. I was there. I know without a doubt in my mind, at some point I would have been able to stop my attack by using my firearm. He already had a weapon of his own. He didn't need mine.
Now, joining us tonight is that person, Amanda, who is joining us. Amanda, are you there?
Yes, I'm here,
Okay,
Judge.
Amanda, there you are. Amanda, thanks so much for being with us this evening. You are a courageous woman, and we thank you for speaking up on behalf of so many women. But late last night, the Colorado legislature made the decision to pull that law or that bill until after the end of the current session, effectively killing it. Now, Amanda, why do you think they did that?
Well, there's a lot of speculation, but I think it just came down to that they didn't have the votes to get it out, and so they didn't want to debate the bill, knowing that they didn't have the votes to get it out, so they just decided to kill it then and there.
Amanda, I prefer to give a different answer, and I believe that it was your courage and your strength and your fortitude in the face of a woman senator who I thought was very condescending and was not only condescending to you, but misleading and outright wrong in her statistics. Basically, little lady, we can't afford to have you with a gun. And when she says that for every woman who uses a gun, 83 of them are injured by those guns, I mean, that's just a blatant falsehood, is it not?
Yeah, it is. Excuse me. The statistic that she used didn't really apply to my situation whatsoever, and so it just wasn't relevant to what was being discussed at the time.
And in addition to that, her own party, the Senate Majority Leader's spokesperson, comes out and says basically that for every gun that a woman uses, 302 women are murdered by those guns. I mean, it's ridiculous. And we did our own research trying to get some answers. And of course, Senator Hudak refused to respond to our emails or to any of our inquiries. And this so-called coalition that she cites, it says right now, the Violence Policy Center, that they've never done a study on this. So it's pretty disturbing that they would do this. But Amanda, the man who raped you went on to murder and rape and murder 19-year-old Brianna Dennison. He's now on death row.
Right.
Do you think that would have happened if you had been able to carry your weapon that night?
No, I know it wouldn't have happened. And there was actually a second victim in between myself and Brianna that we know of. And those two rapes and her life would have been saved had I been able to carry that night.
Well, and in addition to those two other victims, I mean, one is a survivor and the other obviously is deceased, there are untold number of women who may have been subjected to this predator had you been able to use the weapon that you are experienced in using. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. And at the time of my attack, I was a permitted concealed carry holder. But as the Nevada legislature stands, they've drawn an arbitrary line around the university. And so as a law-abiding citizen, I left my firearm at home, and I was rendered defenseless by my legislators.
Amanda, I understand that Senator Hudak, this Evie Hudak from Colorado, because of the way she spoke to you, apologized, and she said something about her making a sincere apology. I didn't mean to be insensitive. I'm glad I had the opportunity to offer Amanda a sincere apology in private conversation. Was it a sincere apology?
I don't know. I don't feel like it was. I think it was more political. I will give her credit that she did apologize to me, but I think, I mean, instantaneously after the exchange between us happened, there was a lot being said over public media, and so I think that it was more of a, you know, I don't really know what her motives were. I'm not inside her head.
But more importantly, did you think it was sincere?
No.
Okay, and did
I
she
didn't.
put gun politics above the right of women to defend themselves? Yes or no?
I think so. I think she put her own fear of firearms and her lack of education and experience above. I think she put that above the right for women to be able to defend
We're going to
themselves.
get cut off, Amanda. I want to thank you so much for being with us this evening.